How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Blue Shifting, and welcome back to our Legend of Field Trails in the Sky second chapter. So, things are looking pretty good. You have been very helpful in the comments, giving me a bit of insight. So we're gonna go into this. So apparently, we're kind of heading towards pretty much the finale, at least the tower. I guess that's the next section we're gonna go to. So obviously, we're gonna go back. I'm going to probably engage in at least one comment, because I want to see just that's S-Craft, but then after that, we'll probably retire her. And, like, something you all were saying is, like, it's good to know is that, like, during the subsequent battles, it will be thematic to bring specific characters. So, I'm going to strive to do that. And, yeah, we're just going to do what we're going to do, but I guess it's going to be a boss run. Based on the impressions I got, there's a few ways we can go about this. We can either boss rush it, or we can take our time. I'm gonna play it by ear. I don't know how hard I want to push for this, and I don't really know. It kind of depends on how much I feel like cutting. Because on one hand, the fights are interesting, but they tend to be, especially at this stage, they tend to be really sloggy. So there's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of times where, like, characters are being beat down. I have to go and heal them, or I have to debuff them and then do strikes and build up CP to do, like, big S-crafts or even standard crafts. And so the fights can get so sloggy, I usually just trim it down to some of the more highlighty moments. Just because, while the combats are fun, I don't think they're as fun to watch. Earlier, when the combats were a little shorter, or when a fight's particularly difficult, I'll showcase more because I think you'd probably be more interested. But that typically means that if we're doing essentially a boss rush in the next area, that would herald a smaller video. But I feel like if we do a chain of bosses and get to a finale, and then we get into whatever like this the ending is, that'll be a bit much. So we'll see how I'm feeling as I record this, but we have a lot of stuff we have to do first because we got to go back to the Araceli. We're going to talk to some people, got to read some more documents. And I was also wondering, like people are saying, like, oh, the next section is going to be the last section, but that's odd because I'm pretty sure that we have 2 segments of translations. Like, we've probably just unlocked the 3rd, like, collection of translations, but there should be a 4th. So unless it's unlocked both of those, I'm probably gonna have to go back to the Araceli at least one more time, and there's gonna be some other change and like conversations to have there. So I'm probably gonna watch for that, and that might be the indication of when I might stop for this episode. But yeah, we're based on what you've said and kind of like tidbits, I would say there's a good chance we have 3 episodes left. Again, I don't know, like, these things play out differently than I expect all the time because I'm a full blind playthrough, so I'm just taking a stab in the dark. But hey, regardless of that, I'm excited. This story is fantastic. I'm in love with everything about it, and I'm really excited to go forward. So we'll probably start off by I'll just do a showcase of just that S-Craft when I get a moment to, and then we'll head back to Araceli. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so gate lock release.
もし結社が最近パスワードを設定したとすれば、
Right.
僕たちの情報だけでは限界がありそうだ。
So if you gotta remember, they set a password, and it sounds like the society did it, so we have to figure that out. I actually thought we were gonna find something on the Glorious, but I looked everywhere and I didn't find anything.
知っている人がいるとすれば。
Right. Oh. Who are you, Joshua, who are you thinking might know? Am I missing something? The Kapuas, maybe? I mean, they're the only people we've recently found. Okay, I'll talk to them, and then we'll also... I mean... The only other person I can think of is, what's his name? The Enforcer Zero guy, who just seems to be in it for just the lulz. Like, if we could talk to him, he'd probably tell us, because he'd just be like, I want to see what happens. Alright, let's see what this is like, huh? Alright, so it's a single target. That's not what I wanted. Okay, so this is... No, it's not the whole battlefield. Alright, let's see. Yeah, so she fires the flare. Yeah, that's what I thought. Strafing run by the Bobcat. That makes sense. That's cool, though. Pretty solid. I mean, essentially, it's like Joshua's attack. It's like the benefit is it's a mass board clearing type of ability. That's pretty good. I still feel like it's not worth having her on the team, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, let's see if we can get some clues. Oh, your ladyship, you're back. Uh-huh, just wanted to check on stuff. How's the ship? Well, the struts is bent, but everything else is pretty much intact. It really depends on the internals, but sounds like it'll be fixed soonish. Good, keep it up. Your wish is my command.
Oh, ジョゼット、どうだ？うまくやってるか？
僕の方は問題ないさ。ところで、修理の具合はどう？
Maybe Tita could help.
今でも無理をすりゃ飛べねえことはねえんだが、内部機構に受けた損傷のせいで長距離の飛行はとても無理だ。
Right.
そこをしっかり直さねえと脱出しても地上まで持たねえ。
そっか。何か必要なものがあれば遠慮せずに言ってよね。アルセイユから失敬してくるからさ。
頼りにしてるぜ。
She just blatantly saying she'll steal.
やばくなったらすぐに俺たちを呼ぶんだぞ。どっからだって駆けつけてやっからよ。
Alright. Alright, well, not him. Oh, man, this is hopeless. It would be easier if it just broken clean off. No idea how we'll fix a bent like this.
そうだ、一つ忘れてた。
Yeah, Kyle?
お前たち ORPHEUS って言葉をどこかで聞いたことはないか？
I like how he spelled it. That's funny. ORPHEUS. Orpheus. Orpheus.
何 ?ORPHEUS。
その言葉がどうしたの？
いや、俺たちを見張っていた両兵どもの会話に出てきたんだ。妙に意味ありげな言葉だったから覚えておこうと思ったんだが。
Thank you, Kyle.
そうなんだ。確かに気になるわね。あ、ひょっとして。
Password for the terminal.
工業区画の駅の端末だね。
あ、ヨシアもそう思う？
ん？どういうことだ？
Estelle explained about the password lock in the substratum gate in one of the train stations.
なるほど。そいつは確かに臭いな。試してみる価値はあるんじゃないか？
やっぱり？ありがとう、キールニー。
早速確かめてくるよ。
Yeah, thank you, Kyle. Appreciate it. This is the Arceli, Bobcat. Please respond. I repeat, this is the Arceli, Bobcat, please. Ah, yes, this is the Bobcat. We read you clearly, over. Arceli, how's it looking on your end? Arceli, Bobcat, signals crisp and clear. Good. Do you need any supplies? I repeat, Bobcat, are you needing any supplies, or? That's good, they got communications up. Your ladyship! You guys are amazing back there. Your ladyship, you're our goddess. Okay, that's a little much. Calm down, boy. Alright, sweet. We got the password. Makes sense it was Kyle. And now we'll go back to the Arceli, switch out. Actually, it's funny because I'm gonna go right back to the Arceli. I might as well just do this now so I don't forget. Just set, you've been helpful. You are removed from duty. Hey, Niall's out here. Look at that. Sup, bro?
あれ、ナイアル、こんなとこでどうしたの？
Niall.
ああ、ちょっと遠出してみたのさ。船の周辺はもうあらかた取り尽くしちまったんでな。しかし、とても空の上とは思えねえ光景だぜ。
Oh yeah, it's very weird.
この辺が公園区だってのはどうも間違いねえみたいだな。
Hey.
取りたいものが多くてちょっと目移りしちゃうな。まずは先輩の言う通りあの滝を取っておいて、次はあっちのエレベーターを取りに行ってみようかな。あ、せっかくだしそのまま上に登ってみちゃうのもいいかも。
Dorothy, please be careful. I don't want you getting kidnapped. Again. Alright, Arceli, welcome. I mean, hello. How's it going back here?
ここまで大きいと人の手で動かすのは不可能だ。しかし補助飛翔機関が片翼だけでは心もとない。なんとか回収する方法を考えねばならんだろうな。
That's gonna be a bit tall order, though. That's like I said, it's massive. Yeah, that's all the scrap collected. All the useful stuff at any rate. We got a gangway set up too, so we better get back to the ship and start helping with the repairs proper. I'm sure everyone else is already busy hammering together new parts and tuning the orbments. Let's go ahead and change party. We'll change party first. Alright, so, who do we need to have? Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Alright, Chloe and Oliver. Just a hunch based on the hints that you gave in the comments of who we're going to be fighting next, and I want to level up Oliver, so it's about time we have him in the party. Alright, so I'll equip orbments and equipment in a little bit.
破片の回収も随分進んだな。あとはでかい部品を片付ければ、あらかたの作業は完了ってわけだ。気合を入れ直して仕事に取り掛かるとするか。
Appreciate it, Agat. Looks like recovering this outrigging will be the final step. I hope we can get this repaired in time. How you doing, Zen?
そろそろ破片の回収も大詰めか。これを片付けたら残りは親衛隊に任せるとしよう。
Yeah.
都市の探索も佳境に差し掛かる頃だからな。この先は遊撃士としての本分に力を注ぎたいところだ。
That's good. My boy Zen. Thanks to the workers' only passage, we're able to get where we're going a lot quicker now, which means getting things done faster. Sure, repairs will go a lot smoother now. And also, look at main power's on. They actually have the lights up. That's a very exciting thing. Oh, already time for my shift, huh? Didn't get near enough sleep, but I'd better get to my post. I understand that entirely. My whole life is that.
空賊団の連中とも協力することになったそうやね。
Yeah.
俺は賛成やな。味方は多い方がいいわけやし。ま、俺の方でも何か協力できないか考えとくわ。
Thank you, Father Kevin.
とりあえずは薬の提供とかその辺のことからやろうね。
I like Father Kevin. He's good.
おかえりなさい。
Hey, Tita.
ティータもお疲れ。頑張ってるみたいね。照明のチェックをしてるの。通常照明に切り替えたけど、それで負荷がかかるといけないから。
That's true. And with so much jostling around, like, it's the little things. I remember we had a car accident. My mom got into a car accident when I was like in elementary school. And one thing we learned from that experience was like the car got repaired by the insurance, but like for the next several years, little things kept just like breaking or falling apart randomly. And the mechanic kind of told us that what happens, you get into the initial wreck and initial damage is done, but it kind of sets off like weak points throughout the entire vehicle, and that those can become more likely to fail, which is why you need to be careful buying a vehicle that has already been in an accident, because even if the accident isn't super significant, if it is more than just like a fender bender, there's a chance that like internal components have been weakened and are more likely to fail in the near future.
なるほど。修理の調子はどう？
おじいちゃんたちは飛翔期間の調整に入ってるよ。
That's a good sign.
それが済んだら離陸を想定したエンジンのテストをするんだって。
さすが博士だね。もうそこまで進んでるんだ。
He's terrifying. He's so good and so brilliant. We're so lucky he's on our side.
もうちょっとだよ。私も頑張ってお手伝いするね。
Hey, Josette.
やあ、あんたたち連絡役ってことだけど、兄貴たちも助かったことだし、もう借りは作りたくないから。
Sounds good.
負けず嫌いというか、意地っ張りというか。
でも助かるよ。僕たち遊撃士には整備の手伝いは無理だから。
任
せときな。
Alright, let's upgrade some slots for Oliver. Wow, I still have him on 1 here. Fetch me. That's depressing. Yeah, he's such a scary caster. It's good to have him leveling up. I might do some more, but I need to wait and see.
もしかするとアウトリガーの回収は無理かもしれん。その時は飛翔期間だけを取り外しアルセイユに組み込む予定じゃよ。
I guess that makes sense. It probably means that we'll have a much more unstable flight.
補助的な推進機としてはまだまだ使えるはずじゃからの。
Yeah, makes sense. Alright, now, my favorite part. I don't know if it's anything to do with you, but my favorite part, reading the translation. I love this type of stuff. Alright. Analysis complete. Yeah, so see, we have another batch of 4. So we have at least one more time where we should expect to come back here, where things have updated before we have our, I don't know what the final confrontation is. So ideally, whatever we do today will lead us to the point where this will be unlocked, and that will be like probably the beginning of like the true ending of the game. So anyway, number 8. About the Ariel seal, 1 out of 4. When we were closing in on completing the underground facility, unbeknownst to us, our seal plan was discovered by the Ariel. One of our comrades fell victim to the sweet seduction of the Ariel's euphoric simulations, and he was lost to us. Someone mentioned, and I don't know if I talked about this, because I think it might have been 2 parts ago, but someone pointed out that, like, when we went to Ruan and, like, the experiment that was conducted with the mist and how some people fell asleep and they had those good dreams, like, even, like, we saw Estelle do that, they were pointing out that that likely was the employment of the euphoric stimulations from the Ariel. Because remember, everyone who slept was in a paradise, and they were all kind of sad to be back in the normal world afterwards. So I thought it was just her, you know, like the Mystic Bell just messing with people's minds, but it looks like she was simply experimenting with what the Ariel did. So yeah, we saw what that actually is. However, the silver lining of this disaster was that the comrade was not aware of the full scale of the plan. With the information it gleaned from his mind, the Ariel focused entirely on the underground facility by the lakeside, and it paid no attention to the Anberg or the device towers. Alright. The Ariel, having learned our plan, took to force. The Ariel manifested Riviers as its defenders and set them upon the facility. However, we were saved by our decision to build the facility underground. Just one single channel connected the facility to the surface. The Reverie's attacks could not reach down 500 aggro beneath the surface. The attacks by the Reveries went on, day and night without pause. Eventually, our defensive line began to reach its limits. While under attack, the Reveries were able to finish the facility, but it took time to secure the necessary energy. During the process, it seemed we got careless and a single Riviere broke into the facility proper. Once inside, stopping it was difficult. The Riviere reached the deepest sections in an instant, and we were just a hair's breadth from total disaster when full power for the sealing operation was finally gathered. Just as the Riviere was set upon us, we activated the first barrier. Wasn't that the thing we fought in the tower? Like when we first got when the first barrier got taken down, it came bursting out of the wall. Like that's what, like the fight. It was like the final boss. It was just one of them. They were attacked by like an army of them. That's insane. Can you imagine having to fight like an army of those? The light fired from the facility, refracting off the inner wall of the Anberg, caught the Ariel floating in the sky. In that moment, the Ariel disappeared from us, and the Riviere stopped entirely. Through this, we knew the first barrier was successful. The Ariel is, of the Septrions, the treasure governing the power of space. What was needed to nullify the Ariel, which held absolute dominion over space itself, was to utterly sever its connection to space, and indeed even to time itself. The seal mechanism, born of our hard work, has sent the Ariel, along with the entire city, into another dimension, successfully temporarily froze it. So yeah, that was it. In order to cut it off, they had to literally put it in a different pocket dimension. Very interesting. I can't wait to find the last 4, because those were the hardest to read, but I knew they still had really interesting stuff in them. Alright, time to get something to eat while I still can. Throwing it on shift, I might end up in the thick of it later after all.
Whew. なんとか無事に照明がついてくれたわね。これで工事の方がはかどってくれるといいけど。さて、私の方もまた何か手伝うことを探しに行かないとね。
I'm sure you're doing great, Shara. I still think it's insane that we're just like sticking out over the edge. That's terrifying. Alright, now we're tuning the flight engine. Airship changed directions by angling their thrust, you see. So tuning the engine is essentially like tuning the controls. The flight engine's adjustments are a very delicate thing. We have to and we'll have to have a talk with the helmsman. He's the one who will be flying the ship after all. In a sense, it's an even more harrowing, intense job than being a captain. It's true. The captain has to be in charge of and has to take responsibility for everything that happens on the ship, but the helmsman is the one that dictates the execution of a lot of those orders.
空賊団の連中を無事に保護したそうだね。彼らの飛行艇から通信が入ってきたところだよ。
連絡が取れたんだ。
うん。向こうも船の修復で忙しくしているようだ。彼らとの協力には納得できない部分もあるが。
Yeah, well, desperate times and all that.
この状況ではやむを得まい。私も方針に従うこととしよう。
The lights are finally back on. Now we just need to repair the flight system to retune the controls. Maybe we can get the Araceli back in the air somehow. This is the Araceli Bobcat. Please respond. I repeat, this is the Araceli Bobcat. Please. Yes, this is the Bobcat. We read you clearly, over. Araceli, how's it looking on your end? Araceli Bobcat, signals crisp and clear. Good. Do you need any supplies? I repeat, Bobcat, if you need any supplies, or... It's the same conversation for the other side. That's cute. So if I've got this correct... yeah. He's terrifying. Holy crap. So, I went into his build essentially saying to myself, okay, I want to get some full coverage, because I've got Chloe, she's got pretty much full water. So it's like, alright, well, what else could I get? I was like, well, let's what if we do full fire and full stone? They have some decent overlap, right? So like, okay, so main goals, get like 16 stone, 15 yellow, like, space. And then, you know, we go to fire, and it's like, fire actually doesn't have that high of a yield, so it's 10, and then like 8 and 8. I'm like, okay, you can get that, and get 4, and I got all of it. And so then we get this, horrifying list, including things like the gold gem, arts EP cost down 50%, topaz gem, defense up, ruby gem, strength up. Although, like, it's not as great for him, but at the same time, it gives him a lot of fire power. Like, it gives him, like, access to all the fire stuff. And so we go down this list, and you'll see things like, oh yeah, there's like, oh, here's Gaia Shield, you know? All that good stuff. But then you have stuff that's also crept in because of just the good, like, all-arounders, like A-Crest, Saint, Silverthorn. And then, you know, you get Geocatastrophe, the big, all the fire, Meteor Fall, White Gehenna. So yeah, I mean, Lost Mobius. We got a pretty good selection here, if I'm honest. Let's see, Arc Prominence. I don't know if I saw that one. Like, we should have it. What am I missing? Arc Prominence. It says I need 10 fire. I've got 12 fire. I need 8 of wind and space. I have 8 wind, and I have 15 space, and 4 like earth. I've got 17, all in the same line. Why don't I have arc prominence? I by all rights should. That's really weird. I mean, I'll be fine without it, but like, I just don't get what's wrong. Oh well, I guess there's just something I'm missing that I'm not covering, but everything else looks great. I think it all looks really good. So, I'm pretty happy with this. Yeah, so then I'll get Estelle equipped up to kind of like do other coverage. So I have stone, I have water, I have pretty much everything else. So I guess I'll have Estelle focus on wind, and maybe I'll give her some of these high-end time one, so wind and time maybe. All right, so with Estelle, I've got her equipped with wind and like time stuff. Giving her the time gem will reduce her strength and arts, but it gives her that timed upcast, and she's got big spells, so I'm wondering if being able to cast them more often will make up for it. But with it, I've given her, like, she now has like the highest levels of like Grand Stream, Ragnablast. She's got almost all of the time stuff. Like, she gets up to the Death Scream, which is pretty much the best. The only thing she doesn't have is Abyss Fall, just because I can't quite get her up to the requirements of having 6 wind on that line. But that's alright. It'll be interesting. It'll be an experiment. Not quite the best build. And one of the downsides is that with the build I have as of right now, it means that Chloe's the only one that has any real healing. The only, like, we have a basic Kira, and on the Oliver and Estelle, and that's pretty much it. So it's a bit gambly because in some of the bigger fights I've had, sometimes I've needed to have 2 people being able to fire off healing spells occasionally. So we'll see how that goes, but I think it's going to be interesting to play with. So we're going to give it a shot. We're going to see how it goes. I can always come back and change it out if I'm really struggling, but that's kind of the builds we're going for, and then I'll just get the equipment sorted, and then I'll rest up and we'll get going, because I mentioned to go. I mentioned to get out there. All right. Now let's unlock this computer with our nice little password.
キールさんの情報を試してみるべきかもしれないね。端末の前でゴスペルを使ってから。
Yep. So.
キールさんの情報。
Oh, right. Use the gospel. Gosh darn it. Like, I don't know why it took me a second to realize. Oh, yeah, that's right. They have that whole thing where you have to activate the item. ID confirmed. Welcome, Miss Azlis. Please enter security password to access this function. Orpheus. Password confirmed. There we go. Tunnel time. Ugh, tunnel time. Well, this is probably gonna get cut. Locks on the gates and station vicinity have been removed. Tunnel's now usable. Alright, here we go. Tunnel 3. Cura Balm. Somewhere out there is a person who started playing Trails in the Sky second chapter before the first game. I bet they're very confused. You know, that's probably happened somewhere. I bet they are very confused. Sepith? You came back! Blush. Nope, get away. I'm not having a romance with a mimic. Oh, right here. EP charge 2. Could you just use your imagination, but it's empty. Yeah, I thought so. Oh boy, oh boy. Alright, let's see what we got here. There we go. Overland Requiem Hearts. Let's take a look at what that does. Sweet. And Spiegel Shoes. Sorry, better luck next time. Celestial Balm. Disappointed by the lack of treasure, you briefly consider carving a heart and some initials into the chest, but whose? I wonder. Found EP charge 3. The chest is empty. You looted it already. This is a haiku. Oh, is it really? The chest is empty. You looted it already. This is a haiku. Alright. So, tactics, Oliver, Requiem Hearts. So, Howling Bullet fires more deadly. Requiem Heart, a barrage of shots that shatters the silence. Okay, so it's just a stronger version. Yeah, that makes sense then. We'll keep that. A wood gem. Ooh. Looks like another open and shut case. Hey! Cura Bomb. You flip up the lid knowing full well you won't find anything. You're still somehow disappointed by the result. It's that 5th. Nah, made you look. All right, now wood gem. I think that might be good for a start. Cause remember, I needed some more wind here. If I was gonna get everything else to work out, so I want to see what that does. Wood gem prevents enemy arts and crafts 30% success rate. It's an impede 5. I do that, and I should have. Yeah, Abyss Fall. Perfect. Oh, I guess this is the way out, so I better actually go back because there's something I missed. We gotta find. Oh, okay. I know what we're doing here. Alright, let's do this. There it goes. Beautiful. Prickly seed. Alright, back we go. Water gem. Nice. Empty chest, you're stuck through the urge to climb inside and take a nap. S tablet. Back in the good old days, you required keys to open. Cura Balm. At the bottom of the chest, you find only crumbs. Briefly wondering how long a chest like this would keep food fresh for you. Walk away. Emergency puppet. As you turn away from the empty chest, you hear a strange and ominous hissing. Are EP charge 2? E to the M to the P T Y. Nice. It's fair all ball. Running your hands along the bottom of the chest, you obtain a splinter. And because this one's probably another trap. Yep. Parthenon gear. Thinking you come back to this stuff, the chest opens with anticipation. As you leave, it closes with a pained, awkward creak. Alright, so we got shoes of some kind. Defense, move, speed, arts, and women only. Ooh, very nice. I could put that on Estelle because it's not a little less defense, but it would up her arts because now she's casting a lot. So I might just do that. And now I also think, as much as I'm enjoying you having the time gem, I feel like it is hurting your ability to do damage a lot. Where are we coming out, boys?
眩しい。あれ、ここって。
エステル、あれ。
Oh boy. Yeah, this is it, isn't it? There's a big empty space. Oh, yeah, it's the tower. Oh my gosh, look at that thing. God, looks like it's gonna take forever to climb.
あれがアクシスピラーというわけか。
遠くから見てもかなりの大きさでしたが、ここまで大きな塔だったんですね。
ねえ、ヨシはあそこにレーベや教授たちがいるのかな。
Yeah.
可能性は高いと思う。どうやら都市の中枢を司る場所みたいだ。輝く輪の手がかりだってあるかもしれないからね。
そっか。どうする？このまま突入しようか。
レーベたちがいるなら今までとは比較にならないほど厳しい戦いになると思う。一度アルセイユに戻ってから万全の準備をすべきかもしれない。
Alright.
ユリア大尉にも探索状況を報告しておきたいしね。
うん、そうね。
Sounds good.
それでは早速駅を探すとしようか。
Yes, yes, yes. So, Hollow Rail Station. Be right there. There's a room across there, though. Let's take a look at that. Oh, interesting. Emergency evacuation route, access pillar to Calamare. I'm automatically locked should any disruption occur in the supply of orbital energy from the access pillar. Be advised, the obstruction of the vicinity of the gate might be interfere with the evacuation of the crime. So this is like a passageway that goes, like, essentially right back. Okay. Let's unlock the rail. Oh, actually, I gotta text that real quick. To Sky Rail one last time. Well, no, we'll probably come back, but activating probably the last Sky Rail. The rail, currently operating at limited capacity. Alright, first online shop. Let's see. Water, wood, wind, and mirage gems. Cool. Gate lock release. Off the gate's evacuation route to Calamare or reserved for extreme emergencies. Okay, so that'll be like our getaway. Probably whatever happens on the pillars down. Oh no!
諸君がたどり着くことを想定してここにメッセージを残させてもらった。福音計画は最終局面に移行し、
Even when we think we're succeeding, we're losing.
に目覚めるのも近い。君たちにその場に立ち会ってもらおうとも思ったが、ただ案内するというのもつまらぬ話だ。そこで一つゲームをしよう。中枢島の各所には私の協力者たちが待ち受けている。彼らを突破し頂上までたどり着けば諸君に輪の復活を見せてあげよう。それでは楽しみに待っているよ。 蛇の使徒第3中ゲオルグ・ワイスマン PS ヨシュアへ。大切な家族や仲間との再会を果たせたようで何よりだ。だがレーベやレンをないがしろにするのは少々感心しないな。
Guy just loves to take that dagger and
せっかく機会を
twist.
用意したのだから納得いくまで話し合ってみるといい。
こりゃ
これはどうやら感心するくらい悪趣味な人物のようだね。
とことん少年が歪みまくってるんだと思う。ね、ヨシは気にする必要ないんだからね。
大丈夫、気にしてないから。それよりレーベたちはやっぱりあの中にいるみたいだ。気合を入れる必要がありそうだね。
Oh my gosh. This is gonna be terrifying. Alright, activate. Alright, let's go back.
よし、これでカルマーレからアクシスピラーまで。
はあ、長い道のりだったわ。
Yeah, I know, right? Alright, let's go back, check in. Maybe the last interpretation will be done. And then, yeah, we'll pretty much just be ready to go. Ah! Ah! Yeah, the fact that Niall and Dorothy aren't here anymore means that there has been a change. That felt like that was really short, but it works. Bullying the fallen out, rigging up and chaining it to a howitzer? That's a rough way of doing it, but we don't really have any other option. Society's actions also cause for concern, so we need to finish repairs as soon as possible. I agree. So the fallen outrigger. Amazingly, we ended up retrieving it by hauling it back with a howitzer. It was Major Mueller's suggestion, but then you don't get to be a tank commander without some serious smarts.
修理も一段落したことだし、一息入れさせてもらってたぜ。中枢島の探索となると敵の抵抗も激しくなるはず。休めるときにしっかりと休まねえとな。
Freaking agreed, man. Let's top up a bit. I wish I could recover CP between the fights too, but that'd be too easy.
残る探索場所は中枢島。いよいよ大詰めっちゅう感じやね。
Right.
結社の連中も本気を出してくるはずやし、一筋縄ではいかへんやろうけど、まあここまで来たからには大団円を目指したいとこやね。早く輝く輪を見つけて、みんな一緒に地上に戻ろうや。
Alright.
山猫号の修理も順調に進んでるみたいだね。
Good.
方向制御のトラブルもラッセル博士のアドバイスで、さすが王国随一の学者だってヒールにも感心してたさ。
Good work so far, everyone. Please look over your equipment before you head to the central tower. Once you're in battle, it'll be too late, no matter how hard you regret it. That's fair. Setting orbital engine output to 50%. Orbital voltage steady. We can start to test it at any time.
これから最終的な飛翔期間のチェックを始めるところじゃ。パスすれば一応の修理は完了。最低限の飛行能力は保証できる。無論左のアウトリガーを修復できればベストなんじゃが、それが無理になった場合も考え、先にテストだけはしておきたい。中枢島の探索を終える頃には帰還の準備を整えておくざい。
Good, we'll need it.
では必ず無事に戻ってくるんじゃぞ。
Hey, Tita.
飛翔期間のテスト。なんかドキドキしてきちゃった。
I'm sure. Alright, let's see if it's ready. Yep, they're ready. Alright, another reading session. So the fact that we're doing 2 reading sessions is telling me what I think I'll end up doing is doing some of the boss fights, but I don't think we'll go through all of them today. Back to the dice towers. The first barrier had activated successfully. We had succeeded in performing a temporal freeze upon the Ariel in another dimension. However, that was not the only barrier within the plan to seal the Ariel. The plan's final defense line, the second barrier, the key to what lies in the 4 device towers. The mechanism is built to activate should the first barrier fall. The time again tick in the space of the Ariel. The second barrier's other name is a gravity barrier, and it can manifest gravity inside the other dimension. Should the Ariel resume activity by tying this other dimension down with linchpins of gravity, the goal is to prevent its return to reality. Okay. If the second barrier activates, the signal that the Ariel is once again active. As a result, with the Gospels, anyone will be free to draw out its power. The Gospels remaining in the Liberl Arc were sealed with the Ariel. However, should something that could serve in place of a Gospel be born to the world to come, the Ariel will be free to wield its power in reality again. So that's what happened with the fake Gospels. We succeeded in sealing the Ariel, but its power has not been destroyed. We will root ourselves to the land and watch over the Ariel. I pray that we will be successful in our vigil, that these records are never seen by any eyes. However, while we are steadfast in our duty, we predict that such will not be our future. When the Ariel once again returns to reality, how will our descendants choose to respond? Believing that we will not make the same mistake again, and the time will come when we are truly free of the Ariel, I leave these records from the future. Alright. I mean, it makes sense. Good to know. Yo, Team Bracer, what's shaking? Looks like our expedition to the city core is near its end. We're getting Ladybird flying again somehow, I'm sure. Get back safely, you hear? Want us all together when we head back to the surface.
左舷の回収が成功すれば修理はほとんど完了らしいわ。私たちの方もその結果待ちってとこ。探索から戻る頃には飛行可能になっててほしいけど。
I hope so.
ま、ラッセル博士を信じて待つしかないわね。
やれやれ、ようやく船内で落ち着けるようになったな。しかし俺たちの本業はおそらくこれからが本番だろう。中枢島ではこれまで以上に厳しい戦いが連続するはずだ。何かあったら無理をせずここまで戻ってくるんだぞ。
Gotcha. Yep, giving us all the hints, like don't push yourself too hard, make sure you get plenty of rest. Like, oh. Everyone, thank you for your hard work. We're about to recover the start repairs on the left outrigger. There's still a possibility society might attack, so we can't let our guard down yet. Where are Niall and Dorothy? I wonder if they went further into the city. Good work. Everyone's assembling in the bridge to prepare for the flight engine test. Oh, hey there.
なんだか大変なところに行っちゃうみたいだけど、またみんな揃ってここに戻ってきたよね。悪者をやっつけた記念に記念写真を撮るんだから。記念写真って
まるで旅行みたいだね。
I know, right?
いい考えでしょ。みんなでここに来たってこと、いつまでも覚えておきたいんだ。
Aw, that's kinda sweet.
一時はどうなるかと思ったが、船の修理もうまくいきそうだな。ラッセル博士のおかげでなんとか助かったってとこか。
I had a weird thought. I don't know if this is merit. Remember how there's like the weird, like the professor at the 13 factories who's like done all the reverse engineering and done all this crazy stuff for like the society? I was thinking about like, man, it keeps hitting me over and over, man, like how lucky we are we have Professor Russell. Professor Russell's really saving our bacon. He's like just as things are hitting a crisis, he seems to pull out some kind of MacGuffin or something that really gives us like just the slightest bit of an edge, pulls us our butts out of the fire, just like that. And it got me wondering, what if Professor Russell was actually in Ouroboros the whole time? What if he was actually the head of the 13 factories, and the only reason he's helping us is because he's secretly maneuvering against Weissman and wants to bring him down? And so he's like helping us from the silence, because while they tried to capture the professor, they never actually got their hands on him. And it'd be, what a twist that would be. I don't think that's what's gonna happen, but wouldn't that be an incredible twist at the very end of it all? If like at the end, Professor Russell just turns out to be the mad engineer at the heart of the 13 factories, the creator of the Papa Mater and all that crazy stuff. Wouldn't that be just, that would be too insane. I don't know if I could handle it.
これで結社の企みを阻止できれば文句なしのハッピーエンドだぜ。
Don't say that.
特集号のトップページはきっちり開けてあるからな。王国中が沸き立つような派手な活躍劇を一つ頼むぜ。
探索の方は進んでいるか。
Oh, interesting.
そうか。ええ。これから中枢島内部の探索に入るところです。
中枢島。輝くは そして我々の敵がそこにいるのは
Oh, yeah.
間違いないだろう。
Not only that, they left a message for us saying they're practically expecting us.
よし、私も探索に参加しよう。
Oh, really? What?
私も自分の足で外の状況を把握しておきたい。それに、どうやら中枢島からは様々な都市機能に干渉できるようだ。
Well, that's interesting.
何もせず、このまま放置しておくのも危険だろう。
でもユリアさん、アルセイユの修理の方は
大きな作業はあらかた片付きました。飛翔機関のテストも必要な指示は出してあります。あとは博士やクルーたちに任せておけば。
そっか、ユリアさんが手を貸してくれるなら、
Okay.
大いに心強いわね。
Yeah.
ならば自分も協力させてもらおう。
What? How am I supposed to pick a team now?
ほう。
少佐？
この付近の安全は確保できたのだろう。ならば自分がここにいてもできることは少ない。武人は武人らしく役立たせてもらおう。
なるほどね。ユリアさんが出かけてしまったら寂しいというわけだね。
はあ。
誰のためだと思っている。というわけだ。我々の手を借りたいときはいつでも言ってくれ。
わかったわ。
こちらこそ。
So they say they're gonna be joining. They can join our team, or that they'll just gonna be there. Yeah, they can just. They're just. There they are. 85, 86. Fetch me. Holy crap. Well, I don't know what to do about that now. I still think I want to bring people that make sense, and if we're gonna be fighting the enforcers in like the same order we did before, I still would want Chloe and probably Oliver there. But that's tempting. Ooh, We'll think about it. We'll think about it.
やれやれ。この短期間のうちにここまで修復してしまうとは、さすがはリベル王国。技術者の水準も高いようだな。整備士の中にはラッセル博士の薫陶を受けた者もいるそうだが、全く羨ましい話だ。
これから飛翔機関の駆動テストを行い、諸君が戻ってくる頃には期待して待っていてくれたまえ。
It's so weird that they could just jump on the team now. We're about to begin testing the flight engine. We still need to recover the outrigger if you need to explore the central tower. There's still a lot of hard work ahead. If you hope you have the best of luck, let me pray for you now at the end. Starboard flight engine, circuit connection fine. Running simulation, 50% output. Seems the Bobcat's repairs are going well. Apparently Professor Russell's advice didn't just repair the flight systems, but improved them. Even the bandits were admiring him. Like, it's really like, okay, I'm starting to get suspicious. I don't like that because I love Professor Russell. But I also have a history of really enjoying the characters that end up stabbing us in the back. Every time. And they keep, like, they're really kind of laying it on thick that Professor Russell's great. We wouldn't be anywhere without him. Oh man, we're really lucky. It's like, oh, look, like, when all the orbals got shut down, he just happened to whip up, like, within a few days, like, within, like, a few hours, like, a counter, although it wasn't a mass scale one. And then, oh, look, within a day when we were, like, having a mass crisis, he just happened to get the Araceli flying again. Just a lot of coincidences, and I mean, it makes sense because it's like it's just barely teetering on the edge, but it still makes me wonder. Oh, that would be such a kick in the head if he ended up being a part of Ouroboros in the beginning. We were just playing in their games this whole time. All right, so we're gonna go to the pillar. I'm at least gonna try and do 2 of the fights. I think I might try and do more. But if I'm not gonna have to do much more exploring, it might make more sense to save the last few for the fights. Because I'm guessing what we're gonna have is we're gonna have all the fights. If we're doing one-on-one, it's gonna be Blue Blanc, Ren, then the Wolf Dude, and then the... Oh wait, no, it'd be Blue Blanc, Wolf Dude, then Ren, and then the Bell Lady, then Lowell, and then Weissman. So like, I'm imagining 6. So maybe I try and do 3 tonight. And then I can do the last 3 and then kind of roll into the finale maybe for the last one. I'm not sure. It depends on kind of how this all plays out. I think we're ready. I doubt we're ready, but I think we're ready. I will also notice, like, it gave me characters that I can put on my team that are level like 86. We're 83. Chloe's 81. Oliver's 76. Everyone else is in their like late 70s. It's gonna be rough. But someone mentioned a way you can farm shiny palms. I spent an hour trying to find them, and I just can't find them. They're not spawning for me. So I don't know if that's just bad luck on my end or whatnot. But yeah, if you're gonna get bad at me because I'm under leveled, understand I tried. I tried. So I'm just gonna go for it. I've never been wrong before, and I've been able to handle things more or less. So let's just see how it goes. How much you also want to bet we're gonna fight the Peppa Mater at full strength somewhere? Ugh. We aren't even getting in. We're fighting one of these. Great. Awesome. Just a taste. Alright, let's see. Riot Claw and a Solid Seeker. There we go. Sheesh. Alright, we're doing good. We're fine. It's all good. We're not terrified at all. Alright. Oh, look at this place. And look at all those chests. Not ominous at all.
ほう。これが中枢塔の内部か。
まるで大きな装置の中にいるみたいですね。
Oh, that's interesting. So, what if the whole tower is just a giant ornament? That would mean that at the heart of it, it would have a giant jewel.
それにこの光る液体は得体の知れない感じだけど。
高圧の動力に満ちた液体かもしれない。
Oh, okay. So it's almost like an orb gem, but like a synthesized form.
直接手に触れるのはやめておいた方が良さそうだ。
That's exciting. Oh, this is an elevator. Okay. Okay, so reviving balm. I have to save some coffee for you, but then it was taken in a mugging. Good one. Zerum capsule. Nothing in here but a couple hairs. Gross. Emergency puppet. How would you like if some random chest kept opening you? I've seen that one before. Terra all balm. I'll have you know that you could take the multiple items from the same chest, the economy would collapse. I'm gonna say, I just got a gut feeling this one's also gonna do something. Long barrel 3. Nothing. Well, life's full of little disappointments. Terra all balm. Oh no, it's a mimic. Prepare for battle. Wait, no, false alarm. One of these days, they're gonna do it. Sheesh. Those things are nasty. A brave staff. Nice. What have you taken from the chest? You can never restore. I need more crisp onions. Next time I go, I need to buy some more ingredients. Oh, I'm scared. I hope we're ready. I hope we're ready. I'm terrified. I'm genuinely terrified. Floor 2. Oh. Some kind of barrier. There's another what looks like a lift. Ah. Look how high we are.
どうやらかなりの高さまで登ったみたいね。あれ
That's the device that's blocking the door. And they're setting up as choke points.
ほう、何かの端末みたいだが、ずいぶん思わせぶりだね。
どうやら調べてみる必要がありそうですね。
いや、それは後回しにしよう。
Hey, Blue Block.
さすがは漆黒の牙。
Oh boy!
気配を断つということは、隠れた気配を察するのと同じか。
Oh, so we've seen that before, and I always thought that was them teleporting away, but he's implying it's actually just a cloaking device. So every time we thought they teleported, they were there. They were just hiding.
ブルブラン、ようこそヨシュア。それに、エステル・ブライト。そしてまさか。
Yeah.
我が姫と公敵種まで共にいるとは、この怪盗紳士。最高の喜びを持って諸君らを歓迎させていただこう。
歓迎って。
Yeah, oh crap.
なかなか芝居がかった登場をしてくれるじゃないか。
どうやらあなたが最初の障害のようですね。
最初にして最後の障害だ。
Are we ready?
ここにあるのは中枢と上層に通じるゲートをロックするための端末でね。
It's really truly disheartening that when they're at the pinnacle of their plan and we're desperately trying to stop them, they're playing with us. Again, they're so confident they just got this in the bag already.
これが働いている限り、諸君は永遠に。
なんですって？
Yeah. Wait for us to show up to get in our way, real clever.
ブルブラン、あなたは今回の計画のためリベールに来た執行者の中では最も因縁の薄い人物のはずだ。この上、教授に従って僕たちと戦う理由がどこにある？別に私は教授に従っているわけではない。知っての通り、我々執行者は望まぬ命令に従う義務などないのだ。
Right.
使徒はもちろん、たとえ名手の命であってもね。
It's kind of an interesting hallmark that this like super evil organization is like defined by a tenet that nobody is required to do anything.
教授の人形だった君は少々事情が違っていたようだな。
よしは。
私がこだわる理由はただ一つ。そこに盗む価値のある美しいものがあるかどうかだけだ。だからこそ私はここに。
So what does he want?
盗む価値のある美しいもの。
一体それは何だい？
それは諸君の希望だ。
That's evil. It's like he talks about himself being a thief, maybe a thief of hearts, you know, but he's literally like, no, he likes watching the despair. He wants to watch people's like dreams and hopes crushed. He likes the moment of watching someone truly give up.
逆境であればあるこそ、希望というものは美しく輝く。そのきらめきを見るために、私はこの場で諸君を待っていた。その結果、夏の花火のように、私はその極みが見てみたいのだ。
Of course, it's not just you.
さあ、見せてくれたまえ。希望という名の宝石が砕け散る時のきらめきを。
Is this gonna be a two-stage fight where we first fight the bots and then we fight him?
勝手なことを抜かしてるんじゃないわよ。
Hope to the face!
ならば逆に証明しましょう。絆が生み出す希望というものが。
そして愛があれば希望の灯火は永遠に燃え続けるということを。
Beautiful. Nope, he is here. Cool. Great. Awesome. I'm not happy about this at all. Oh no. Okay, good. She's still alive. Now she won't get this defensive wall, unfortunately. Nice. Down he goes. Ow. But I think we got this now. Piece of cake. Hardest part over. And with one final strike of the stick, we're done. Alright. That was manageable. I was more nervous than I needed to be. Oh, look at that. We see his eye. Oh, that's cool. The blue hair with the orange eye. That's really neat.
よもや私の仮面に。
どう思い知った？
砕け散ったのはあなたの傲慢だったみたいだね。
絆が生み出す希望の強さ。
おー。
分かっていただけましたか？
おー。
そして希望の灯火を燃やし続ける愛の偉大さ。
よかろう。ここはおとなしく引いておく。だが教授のゲームはまだ始まったばかりでしかない。今回のような幸運はこれ以上続かぬものと覚悟した方がよかろう。
I'm sure.
忘れるな。諸君はこの私を退けたのだ。立ちふさがる絶望の壁を乗り越えて必ずや美の高みへと至るがいい。それではさらばだ。
See ya, buddy.
どうやら完全に手を引いたみたいだ。誇り高い人だから約束は違えないと思うよ。
Yeah, it's true.
そっか。
敵ながらあっぱれじゃないか。
安心しました。
Alright.
それじゃあ奥の端末を停止させてしまおう。上層に行くためのゲートを開けることができるはずだよ。
了解。
Alright, let's go. Barrier level transport gate now unlocked. Transport gate. Good. Now what happens? Like, we can, like, just get right. Oh, that's what I saw at the bottom. So it's literally a teleport gate. So it takes us from wherever that is to the bottom floor. Barrier to upper levels transport gate now unlocked. Sweet. So, let's go back and change out party, get a little rest, and I got copious amount of money. I have an idea of where I could spend it. Zin's kind of terrifying. Alright, so I gave Zin some just decent orbs, nothing crazy. Just stuff that I thought would be helpful for him. But the real juicy stuff is with his gear on. Like, I gave him the high defense armor that really impacts your movement. But the thing is, I gave him the orbs, which give him movement and speed up. So now he has a terrifying 1,000 strength, 1,100 defense, a speed of 57, and a movement of 10. This man's terrifying. Yeah, he's as strong as Joshua, but he also has the higher defense. That's gonna be insane. Woo! Oh boy, I'm excited to see how that plays out. Now hopefully they are gonna continue doing the order the way I thought, which is going to be in the same order we face them, which means that it is the wolf who we're gonna be seeing next. But yep, they just toss up sleepy times. And yeah, I think we'll go face the wolf now. Celestial Balm. Nothing in the chest with spiders now. They'll stare at you and clap. Bravo. Ugh. Jormungard. I have some coffee for you. There's taking a mugging. Sephith. The chest is pleased you've returned. You can see it. You can be its friend, a special awake friend. That's terrifying. An S tablet. You gaze at the empty black void of the chest and for a fleeting moment feel very small. By the way, all the monsters in here are just utterly terrifying. Just in every sense of the word. Oh! Jormungirder. It's a mobile bunker once used by cannoneers in ancient wars. That must be equipment that only can be equipped by, what's his name, Mueller. Interesting. EP charge 3. You open the chest, a number of trapped screaming souls swirl out. That's probably normal. A tiger heart. We already have one of those. Chest is empty. Your screams of disappointment resound off the wooden walls. Kiro Bomb. Looks like another open and shut case. Ta-da! And a Terra All Bomb. Sorry, better luck next time. Alright, here's the elevator. Floor 3, here we go. Although, we don't, it's not a traditional floor 3. We're ascending very, very high each time we do these. Oh, can you imagine air pressure change just going through this tunnel? Like going up these elevators? Make your ears pop like mad. Ugh. Alright. Oh, wrong button. Celestial Bomb. You obtained a Sword of the Ancient God King. Just kidding, it's empty. Terra Bomb. Remember the stuff you took from me last time? Yeah, the chest was trying to afford chest college. Guess that's to start over. Kiro Bomb. What if you could use your arts to turn this chest into a small wooden bathtub? Water would probably be fine. Fire to heat it? Likely not. Nice tablet. You briefly wonder how many jelly beans you could fit in a treasure chest of this size. Alright, here we go. That goes outside, which is the fight, and that's the blocked door. Okay. Alright, well, if I'm correct, I predicted the right fight and right person to bring. Alright. I thought so. Here he is. Gah. This is good. Sunglasses guy! Walter. Much more terrifying.
バルトよく来たじゃねえか。ここに来たってことは覚悟はできたみてえだな。ああ。先生から継いだ活人の剣。あんたの邪剣を打ち砕くために振るわせてもらうつもりだ。
おー。
どうやらジジイの目論見通りになったようだな。先生のどういうことだバルタ。あんたと先生がし合ったのはやはり俺が関係しているのか。だから言っただろう。もしそれが知りたければ俺を打ち負かしてみせろってな。
Let's do this. Of course. You can't just fight us, but of course it's a group of us, so it doesn't care.
剣を振るったらその場で終わらせてやる。さあ、し合うとしようぜ。
Alright, let's do this. I'm gonna steal that 10x from Walter just because I can't afford to let him have that. Get him, Estelle! It's not gonna do a ton, but at least he won't use that against us. Because something tells me he's gonna just fire off his S-Craft like right away. Yeah, exactly. No 10x for this. It's me! And they're confused. That sucks. Oh no. Okay. I don't know if we have time. Oh no. Okay. Good. I need to heal. Not her. Okay. I really need to make sure Chloe stays alive. Fine. You want punches in the face? I'll punch you in the face. I feel like he's taking less damage as the fight has gone on for no reason, but all right. Let's do this. How do you like the Wheel of Time? Oh, so close. Oh, he's gonna take her out. Oh, he missed though. That's hilarious. Oh, come on. All right, I think Joshua's gonna be able to finish this with Duel Strike. Yep, there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. EP charge 3. Alright, let's see this. I'm so glad it brought us in.
てめえ、いつの間にそこまでのクンフーを。バルタ、あんたは確かに天才だ。だが、その才能ゆえにどうしても積み重ねが欠けるんだ。
He's a genius, but he isn't dedicated enough.
そしてクンフーとは、愚直なまでの繰り返しの鍛錬で積まれていく。だからこそ格下の俺の拳が、あんたにも届くんだ。格下か。
Is that what the master said? Like, master said, like, Zin will always be superior to you.
ジジイのやつはそうは思っていなかったぜ。え？ジジイは俺に言ったのさ。活人、殺人の理念に関係なく、素質も才能も、てめえの方が俺より上だとな。
In talent and quality.
そしてジジイは、より才能のある方にタイト流を継がせるつもりでいた。それが何を意味するのか、鈍いてめえにもわかるだろうが。だが、俺があんたより格上なんて、そんなの冗談もいいところだろう。それに先生が、キリカの気持ちを無視してそんなことをするはずが。
Oh. So, that was the thing. So, the master was going to teach him the Taito form, and also apparently promised Kilika to the person. And Kilika liked Walter. Aww.
だからてめえはめでたいんだよ。流派を継ぐわけでもないのに、主婦の娘と一緒になる。そんなこと、この俺が納得できると思うか。
You know what, she might have. You didn't even talk to her about that?
だから俺は、てめえとの勝負で継承者を決めるようジジイに要求した。だが、ジジイはこう抜かしやがったのさ。ジンは無意識的にお前に対して遠慮している。武術にしても、女にしてもな。お前が今のままでいる限り、あやつの武術は大成せぬだろうと。俺も青かったから、余計に納得できなかったわけだ。
So, like, the message was simply like, hey, Zin could beat you, he's better than you, but he'd never fight you with his whole heart, so you'd always win.
そしてジジイは、てめえの代わりに、俺とし合うことを申し出て、そして俺は、これが、俺とジジイがし合った理由だ。
He's so twisted by his own pride.
お望み通り答えてやったぜ。
Like, I wonder, like, it sounds like Walter genuinely wanted to inherit the talent, he wanted to marry Kilika, he wanted to inherit the school, but it wasn't gonna be. And in his frustration and rage, he rebelled against his teacher, killed his teacher, alienated this teacher's daughter whom he loved, and now is working as, like, essentially a mercenary for Ouroboros, and has become obsessed with just beating everybody to death and being, like, a dominant force, all out of a sense of pride and a wounded pride that's so hurt that even if he were to win everything else he did in his life, he'd probably never get over that. Even when he defeated the master of the school, he probably felt like he lost, because he lost everything else that mattered to him in that very moment. Everything he was fighting for, he got so caught up in the moment, in the heat of the fight and the battle, he just ended up destroying everything he actually was fighting for. So what else is he supposed to do? He just rents himself out to whoever, seeking good fights. Because for some reason, that seems to be the only source of, like, joy he gets, is being number one.
俺はずっと確かめたかった。先生がなぜあんたとの試合に立ち会うように言ったのかをようやく。その答えが見えたよ。
That's so sad.
なんだと？バルタ。あんたは勘違いをしている。これは俺も後でキリカに教えてもらったことなんだが、あの頃龍河先生は重い病にかかっていたそうだ。悪性の腫瘍だったと聞いている。
He was gonna die anyway.
だからこそ先生は無論あんたの武術への姿勢を戒める意味もあっただろうし、未熟な俺に武術の極みを見せてやるつもりでもあったろう。だが何よりも先生が望んだのは
He wanted a warrior's death, didn't he?
武術家としての生を一番弟子との戦いの中で全うしたいということだったんだ。
Even in death he won.
なんだそりゃ、そんなバカな話があるわけねえだろうが。
Everything's been built up on a lie, Walter.
じゃあなんだ、俺は手よく利用されただけか。そうだとしたら俺は。
確かにそれは身勝手な話なのかもしれん。だが強さを極めるということは突き詰めれば利己的な行為なんだろう。それが俺たち武術家に課せられた宿命と言えるのかもしれない。
A dedication to selfishness.
だからこそ先生はあえて己の身勝手をさらけ出した。そうすることであんたや俺に武術の光と闇を指し示すためにバルタ、構えろ。
何？
先生とあんたから学び遊撃士家業の中で磨いてきた
so glad I brought
タイトの全てをこの拳に乗せる。
I can't even imagine what would happen in a post-fight if you don't have Zin here. Like, could you imagine?
そして修羅となり闇に落ちた不甲斐ない兄弟子に喝を入れてやる。多分それがあんたの弟弟子として俺ができる最後の役目のはずだ。
ずいぶん服じゃねえか。だったら俺はタイトの全てを葬るためにな。
Oh my gosh! The tower's gonna explode! Yeah!
このままだと片方は。
Oh. I know what has to happen. I thought so. I genuinely thought that was gonna happen.
ジンさん
仕方ねえやつだ。それだけのクンフーを宝の持ち腐れにしてたとはな。ジジイの言うことが。本当にタバコが。
Oh my gosh. Oh! What the fetch?
もしかして。
ジンさんの勝ちみたいだね。
You okay, Zen? Did your heart explode too?
見事な勝利でした。
まさかこのとんでもない男に真剣勝負で勝っちゃうなんて。
It's like Josh was like, I knew he could win. It sounds like I didn't think you could win at all. That was fantastic.
勝てたのは俺がタイト流を背負っていたからに過ぎんさ。もしあいつがタイトの正当な使い手としてこの勝負に臨んでいたら倒れていたのは多分俺の方だっただろう。
So is he dead or just unconscious?
もうそんなことないってば。それよりジンさん怪我とかしてるんじゃない？
手当てしておきましょうか。
いや大丈夫だ。バルターのやつも しばらくは目を覚まさんだろうし、今はとにかく上を目指すぞ。
Why not? I don't know. I guess I was like, can we throw him in prison? But then I remembered what he did to the castle. I don't think you could build a prison that could hold him.
それじゃあ奥にある端末を操作しましょう。
Walter's unconscious, unable to move. Barrier to upper levels and transport gate now unlocked. I just noticed there's like oracles on the wall, like the Gospels, but like massive sized ones. Barrier up to the levels and transport gate now unlocked. And that's where we're gonna end things for today. Gathered around the body of Walter. Okay, so I feel like when this is all said and done, the recording is probably gonna be sadly short and probably disappointing in that regard, but here's my reasoning. I've been recording because I did a lot of exploring, a lot of fighting monsters and trying to buff some levels and stuff and looking for shiny palms that just never seem to want to appear. I've been recording for almost 4 hours. I need a break. We read a lot of the translations. We had a lot of conversations on the RSLA, doing 2 rounds back there. And we've had some pretty exciting fights with Blue Blanc and Walter. And so now I think we're going to stop here, because I think next part we're just going to dive right into the last few fights, probably. So I'm guessing that we'll get to the top of the tower next part. So next will be the Ren fight, so I'm going to bring Tita. I'm going to go, and then after that will be, what's her name? The murderer from the traveling company. Got to bring Shara to that. And then when we get to the top fight, someone recommended bringing Kevin, which I agree with. Kevin would be a fantastic person to bring along when we confront Walter, the head of it itself, because since the church's organization that's countering essentially Ouroboros, the misuse of these ancient artifacts, it makes sense to have him there. And maybe I'll bring well, I guess it's either I could bring, yeah, I'll just bring Kevin. And I think that'll be pretty good. Obviously Joshua. Oh, Lowell. We probably have to fight Lowell before we fight the mastermind. So for him, we'll want to have probably actually Agat would be interesting. I don't know if that's great, but it might make sense to bring him there. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thank you all so much for being here today. Thank you so much for joining me on the channel, for being a part of this journey. While it was a long episode to record, yeah, long episode to record. Really happy I did it. Real excited to see where the story plays out and how it all kind of culminates in a glorious fashion. So I thank you for being a part of the journey with me and just kind of being willing to share it, and that we can, you know, as we get towards the end of this particular chapter, that we can not only enjoy it together, but look forward to future chapters and future games to play. Although we'll have to have a bit of a break before we do Chapter 3, so we'll get to that eventually. But thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much, especially to patrons and members. You're wonderful. You inspire me every day. I hope I can live worthy of that inspiration and support that you give me. And to everyone else who's just watching this, thank you so much, because for a small channel, every single view counts, so I appreciate you. And until the next video, watch me or see me next. I'll see you there.